Oh my goodness. You want to hear from my students? Okay, I'll let them know that they need to do this soon. Boys and girls, I was just told that out of all of IDEA, they want to hear from you. They want to hear from Miss Bain's third grade writing class. Why do you think they want to hear from us? Well, because they know that you guys are the best writers in the whole school. They want to know what has been your favorite hobby during this time. They don't want to know about fourth or fifth. They want to hear from third grade. And once all of my students in third grade turn in their papers, they're going to be able to take a poll. So they're going to see all the numbers of all the different hobbies that you guys have. And they're going to make a chart to see which hobby has the most numbers. Who liked playing outside? Who liked riding their bike? Who liked talking to their families? This is a super important job, and it was a job that was given only to our class. So that being said, I'm gonna help you write the best paper that you can so that they can be super impressed with what you all have to say. Are you ready? We're gonna go ahead and begin. So like I said, they wanna hear from you all. They wanna know what has been your favorite hobby so far. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're going to take your paper and you are going to write that on your paper. You're gonna put today's date and you're gonna put your prompt. What has been your favorite hobby during this time? So during our super long break from school. After you write your paper, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Show me that you're ready to go and you're ready to move on to the next thing we're gonna do. And I'll give you some time. Okay, a few more seconds. And now that everybody should have already given me their thumbs up, we're gonna go ahead and move on. So I'm not just gonna let you go and write, right? We always need to stop and think. We need to stop and think about what it is that we're gonna write. Now, a hobby is something that everybody does. So something that you do so that you're not bored, so that you're able to have fun and that you can do things that you wanna do, especially when you're at home all day. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we are going to stop and brainstorm. So if you wanna pause your video here so that you know these are your brainstorming minutes. So go ahead and stop. Okay, so brainstorm. Today's brainstorming technique that we are going to use is a bubble map. We've done this in my class before. So a bubble map is just a map of bubbles. So you're gonna go ahead and start by making your map of bubbles. So you're going to title your page Bubble Map. This should be right next to where you just wrote your prompt. And I'll show you my completed one in just a minute. You're gonna put your bubble map. You're gonna draw a circle in the middle. And then you're gonna draw 5 little lines sticking out of your circle. Right in the middle, you're gonna put what it is that we're talking about. So we're talking about writing our favorite, what is it? Hobby. So let's go ahead and write in our bubble, hobbies. So this is my example. In my bubble, I have hobbies. And when I stopped and I started thinking, well, what are my favorite hobbies? I started thinking of what they were, especially during this time. I've had a lot of time to FaceTime my friends and family, a lot of time to color, a lot of time to go play outside. I've also started napping a lot more. And I've started cooking. So these are 5 of my favorite hobbies that I've done over this break. However, my paper asks only about 1. And the poll for the school only wants to know about my absolute favorite. So I need to think, well, which one of these 5 seems like I would have the most to write about? So I'm thinking and I'm thinking. And some of you might already know what my favorite one is because I talk about it a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and go with FaceTiming friends and family. So that's going to be my favorite hobby. So on my paper where I wrote my topic, where I wrote my prompt, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I write the full page all the way to the very bottom, and that I'm skipping every other line because I know that that's how I need to write in Miss Bain's class, okay? And I'm gonna write about how my favorite hobby has been FaceTiming my friends and family. I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm gonna put that at the very top on the first line. Now, why might I wanna put it on the first line? Well, like I said, they're gonna be taking a poll. They wanna know, what do Miss Bain's 3rd grade kids like to do over this break? And so that it's very, very clear, I want you to put it on the very first line of your paper. FaceTiming friends and family. And you all can come up with a lot more, whatever else you might think is your favorite. That's what's on my very first line. When I start my video, or when I start my paper, excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and skip the next line and start my story right here. And I'll make sure that I use my finger spaces to indent at the very beginning of that new sentence. And like I said, that I'm skipping every other line. So for today, you are going to be doing lots of things. The first is you were tasked with sharing what is your favorite hobby. So you're going to take your paper, you're going to write that prompt at the top. After you do that, you're gonna move on to your brainstorming time. And we're using what kind of map? A bubble map. So you're gonna make sure that you draw a bubble and that you draw 5 little lines stemming out from your bubble. And then that you fill in those blanks with 5 of your favorite hobbies. Are you gonna write about all 5 of your favorite hobbies? No, you are going to pick one where you're sure you can write a full page from top all the way to bottom, okay? When you're turning in your assignment, you are going to be turning in both of these pages, both of them, okay? So you're gonna snap a picture of your bubble map and you're gonna snap a picture of your essay. You need to turn both of them in order to get your full credit. If you all have any questions, make sure that you ask them. But I'm gonna go ahead and put up your marker for your writing time. Remember, just like in class, this is done silently, so you should not be talking, tell your siblings to leave you alone while you're working on your writing. So you can go ahead and pause your video right here. We're gonna go ahead and begin with our writing time. Good luck, guys.